A crappy 24 hours for Bitcoin and the crypto market as Bitcoin tumbles to about $85,000. But we're going to be discussing exactly why this happened, because I may have uncovered some things that you guys didn't know was going on. And if you guys can do me a favor, if you're new here, I talk about cryptocurrency every single day. So all I ask in return for these videos is you hit that subscribe button and let's jump into it. So right now, Bitcoin did fall out of the ascending triangle here and we came down to our support zone. We have so far bounced off the very top of this support zone at about 85,200, and Bitcoin is just trying to figure out what it wants to do next. Personally, I still see this as somewhat out of an uptrend, right? However, I would have liked the candle body to close a little bit higher. Now, technically, we did slightly close the candle body higher than the previous low here, and the wick did come down, but let's see what happens next here for Bitcoin, because maybe we can push up here and get back into this ascending triangle, or maybe that's just hopium. Time will tell, but right now, all eyes on this support zone all the way down. I know it doesn't sound great, to about $80,000. This is where there's going to be a ton of liquidity that sits here. But one good thing that I'm seeing in the market, right, is yesterday's video, we spoke about the high amount of long positions. These positions have been knocked out fairly sizably, about 50% down from yesterday for the long positions in the market, which is good. We actually had slightly more longs than shorts, which made me very uncomfortable for the short term. So right now, I still don't think that we've seen our dead cat bounce, if that's what we're having. You might argue that this low to this high was the dead cat bounce, confirming the move into the bear market. And that may be the case. That may be something we need to accept. But right now, I would have expected a larger move to the upside. So I am not still moving into full bear mode. In fact, you know that instead of switching into a bear, I just switch into accumulation bull mode, right? So I just accumulate more Bitcoin. So my plan right now is that if we do continue to drop, I'll probably start to accumulate again some more Bitcoin around the $70,000 region, averaging my price down. Of course, I did stop buying at 70,000 odd right here. This was my last buy in the bull market. And now I'll just continue to buy again as we head back into that region. That's my own personal strategy. According to Ted Pillows, the whale who opened the $700 million long position is now down big, 52 million in unrealized losses. Please, guys, you have to understand that just because some trades are good, other trades are not going to be so good. But the important thing is $52 million is not probably a lot of money to this person if they're trading with good risk management. So it's important not to pay attention too much to things like the actual dollar value and more to do with the percent. So they're down 38% on this trade, which is pretty significant. But let's see, do they have some sort of strategy that will, pay off when this maybe bounces? That's a big loss, but this is just the reason why I wanted to bring this up, was because, we can't just blindly follow people. Even the people who have made money in the past can't guarantee they're going to make money in the future, right? However, we do have more things that are at play now that I'm just coming across right now. Elio Trades has pointed out to the Fed just pulling the rug on us. Did the Fed just rug pull us again? Because on the 12th of December, news broke that Kevin Walsh has flipped Hassett to become the next chair. And according to Elio Trades, he is a hawk, and this changes the expectation of liquidity in 2026. So maybe the market is preparing for less rate cuts, less liquidity, less excitement. There is also another player here coming straight from China. And this time it matters. That's right, China is crashing Bitcoin again, according to No Limit Gains here. China has tightened their regulation on domestic Bitcoin mining again. A huge chunk of mining operations was shut down in December. Roughly 400,000 miners went offline in a very short window. You can already see the data. Network hash rate is down 8%. When miners are forced to go offline like this, a few things happen. They lose revenue immediately. They need cash to cover costs. Some are forced to sell Bitcoin into the market. Uncertainty spikes short term, and that creates real sell pressure, not the other other way round. This isn't long-term bearish signal, however, it's a temporary supply shock caused by a dumb policy, not demand. We've seen this movie before. China cracks down, miners shut off, hash rate dips, price wobbles, network adjusts, and Bitcoin moves on. So if you are new, right, to this market, I'll tell you, do you know what caused the sell-off? Right here. The first warnings, right, of the ban on official institutions providing crypto services happened in May 2021. Guess where Bitcoin was and what it was doing in May 2021. You see this massive sell-off here, right? May 2021. So very similar to what is going on right now. And that could be one of the reasons, along with everything else, the liquidity that we have, all of that, all happening at the same time, guys. But Bitcoin has large buy orders between 80 and 85,000 on Binance, which could act as a strong support for Bitcoin. That happens to coincide with this region right here and the lower region of this initial pullback, right? So if we take a look at the last time Bitcoin pulled back, you can see it went low, pushed, made slightly lower low, pushed, made a slightly lower low, and then went up. What happened down here? You can see it's very similar, right? Basically, liquidity acts as a magnet. So stop losses and liquidations and emotional capitulation all act as a magnet. We come down, we make a low, we push it up. We attempt that liquidity, we don't make it, we push up. We grab that liquidity, we go up, we push down again, try that liquidity one last time, and then we push to the upside. So maybe something similar is happening right now. Remember, this period of time is what we, us bulls want to liken the move to. And it took 62 days of basically downward price action after the initial low was put in. So 62 days would put us, if the same similar thing happens, would put us at the end of January, guys. We had loads of bad things happening. We had everyone panicking, and yet we still made a new high. So I'm not saying there's a guarantee that we will make a new high, but that's what I'm thinking, right? So time will tell. I'll keep you guys up to date every single day. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.